CBC News has obtained exclusive insight into a growing crime. Homes sold or mortgaged without the real owner's knowledge. In the Greater Toronto area, our investigative team has discovered 30 such cases. The CBC's Farah Morali joins me now, and she has details behind one of those cases where there was actually arrests made, which is pretty extraordinary because all of your reporting prior to this said how difficult it was to actually nail the people who were doing this, or at least have them in custody.
Yeah, that's right. This is a really fascinating case, Arthi, and it began in a very simple, kind of ordinary way. Basically, this lawyer, Niroshan Vivekanantha, he goes by the name Nero, got a call in January from someone who said that they owned a home in the neighborhood of Scarborough and they wanted him to help them sell it. He's a real estate lawyer, so he was going to help sort of facilitate the transaction. And he described these clients as perfect. They had all the correct paperwork. They sent him proof of identification, 2 pieces. The deal was closed. The home was sold. The proceeds, which was $840,000, was transferred into the account of these supposed homeowners. But just as the funds were about to be released, the bank contacts Nero. Nero says they wanted to flag 2 things. 1, that this was a brand new account. This was the first transaction. And 2, there may be an issue with their permanent resident card, which is what they were using as an ID. Nero says he got suspicious by that. So get this, he took it upon himself to go to the neighborhood, which you're looking at pictures of there, and start door knocking, talking to neighbors about who lives in this house. He initially got some vague answers, but later that night he got a call from the person who lived next door to this house. And what they told him is that the true homeowners were actually in China. And that's how he was able to piece together that this was an alleged fraud. Nero says that he then contacted the bank contacted police, and they all put together a sting operation, essentially, to bring these clients to the bank. That's where 3 people were arrested and are now facing charges. Now, Nero describes this scheme as near perfect when I had a chance to talk to him.
I don't condone it, but I was impressed by the whole scheme itself because it was perfect, like perfect. And I could see, I'm not even exaggerating, I could see 90 to 95% of the lawyers I know all going through it and not even actually verifying it and actually saying, give them the money. I could see all of them, and I don't even blame them for a second.
I mean, that's pretty incredible to hear that he can see 90 to 95% of the people that he knows just kind of passing on this because of how detailed, sophisticated, advanced people are becoming at these fake IDs. So what are you hearing from experts on that specifically?
Yeah, so what's interesting in this case is we actually got a chance to see the allegedly fake IDs that were used in this case, and the name and the addresses on these cards matched the true homeowner. It was the photographs that were sort of allegedly replaced, and so the photos matched the client that Nero was working with. So a very sophisticated type of card. We had a chance to speak to Daniela Di Tommaso. She's the president of FCT Title Insurance. They're the companies that sort of step in to remediate this fraud, and what she said is that these types of fraudulent IDs are only getting more and more advanced.
It is absolutely incredible how these IDs are identical replicas of an original other than a photo. And then even what we're finding now is the photo placement is perfect.
So you can really see just how easy it is for some of these alleged fraudsters to commit this type of crime. Now, meanwhile, these 3 suspects, as I mentioned, are facing charges of fraud. They're due back in court here in Toronto at the end of March.
Thank you for this, Farah. That is the CBC's Farah Morali reporting. Thank you.